If this is okay?
This is great.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're just wondering, Elizabeth, your position on small business first and how that's going to work for Canadians.
Yeah, I'm very proud of the fact that the Green Party has put forward so many policies and tax measures in the interest of small and medium-sized enterprises across Canada. We're hoping that the people will begin to realize that we're the small business party. We really do support small business in terms of reducing the tax rate from its current 11% to 9%. And I did put forward a bill in Parliament called the Think Small First Act. The goal of my legislation, which died on the order paper when Stephen Harper called the election, but I will be reintroducing it, and of course I think we'll have a better chance of passing it once the Conservatives are gone. The goal is to have the Minister of Industry have an obligation to ensure that legislation, regulation changes, fiscal changes that affect small business, that in order to find out what the impact is, that these legislative changes will be evaluated ahead of time to see what the impact is on small business. The same way we do environmental assessment in advance to find out the impact on the environment, we should ensure that government policies are analyzed to find out how they're going to affect small business, and then we can get ahead of time to reducing those impacts and saying, wait a minute, there's no point in making a small business person fill out a zillion forms that they've already filled out for somebody else. So the Think Small First Act is modeled on something in the European Union that I heard about from friends of mine in the Green Party in Europe, and I'm really excited about making sure that we act proactively to reduce the regulatory burden, unnecessary costs on small business. We also want to make it more possible for small business to access capital, so we have additional $1 billion a year in venture capital, particularly around clean and green technology. But we've got companies right here in Victoria installing solar roofs, working on improving energy efficiency, and out at Vancouver Island Tech Centre, goodness knows we have a lot of really amazing research happening now into tidal power and geothermal. We need to create more venture capital for those new startups that are part of the new economy.
Well, that sounds great. I mean, some of the criticisms that I've had to answer regarding the green policy, and I'm not that familiar, but some of the criticisms are that the platform sounds somewhat like libertarianism.
Oh, that's based on someone who's not read the platform.
Right.
Our platform's really very progressive. It's the most progressive. We're the most progressive party in Canada right now. We're the only party that's recognizing that, look, job creation has a lot to do with government policy. We need to create the right incentives, and unfortunately under Stephen Harper, there have been no incentives for job creation. Even though he talks about jobs, the reality is his focus has been on large corporations and large corporate profit and large corporate governance. That's the opposite direction that Greens want. We want to ensure that we have a vibrant economy that is sustained and grows through activity of our entrepreneurs here within Canada. So we want more value chains, more value added, less rip and strip raw resource export. We're a very progressive party with smart business ideas.
Well, thank you very much for your presentation here today. And
thank you. I'm glad you raised the question. Thank you. And if people are interested, they can find our full platform and the budget at greenparty.ca on our national website. Thanks.
Thank you.